Hi. So, in these post pandemic times, the way forward is really something to be thought of. We could go to our basics, the kind of lifestyle that we've been dreaming about or building so far. Is it really very much needed for sustaining our lives or for survival? Or for that matter, will it matter to me after 10 years, say 10 to 15 years? All these questions probably have been poking us for some time now. And I think going back to the basics will give us much more of a content and blissful state of mind, which will actually be more, inclusive to the struggles or to the challenges that's going to be coming ahead. So if we open ourselves to that situation, then I think we've probably learned a big lesson with this test. That is one way to go about it. But at the other hand, we could really lose the whole picture and bringing us into a quarantine situation for such a prolonged time. We could even get into the frenzy of, upscaling our homesteads and upgrading it to a level where all our facilities is available within the house itself. For example, I can't go to the gym today. So why not have a gym at home? I can't go to the swimming pool today or can't make my weekly swim. So let me have a pool inside the house. Or a couple of things like that. The theaters are going to be closed for probably 6 months from now. So maybe I should have a mini home theater in my house now. So such things might come up, and commercially speaking, that probably is an advantage for us architects and designers. We might be building more for some of our clients. But again, the affordability of that is another thing to look at. So how many can afford that? That's going to be a really small percentage. So where does the majority of our people come in? That is again the middle income group. So roughly speaking, in Kerala, I think around 40 to 50 lakhs is an average affordability for a house for a person, putting in all their life savings and accumulated wealth. So that is going to be another stream of challenge for us architects, where within the resources, within the given space, I'm sure the clients are not going to come up with, say, I'll buy another 5 cents of land, because everybody wants to probably make good of what they have. So coming up with very experiential quality of spaces, different quality of spaces. Like, you don't want to be sitting in the same room through a quarantine period, or a same corner or a same chair throughout the quarantine period. So you probably want to walk around, experience different things, look at different things. So have multiple windows looking at different things outside your house. So probably that quality of experiences within a certain square feet of space is going to be a very challenging task for people designing homes. And it's going to bring a lot of design innovation also in that area. So that is looking at this scenario in an individual perspective. Looking at the bigger picture, I think we as a country have been ignoring to an extent all the public services and public sector facilities. We've always had private facilitators to give us better services. So we always ran to them. Like for example, for a disease, or for, say, we get ill, we go to a 5-star or a 3-star hospital and to a specialty doctor even. But now in the case of corona, in the case of the coronavirus, or us getting COVID-19, we have to approach a government hospital. So the standards of government hospital facilities is going to be a big priority in future. Not just the district hospitals or the main hospitals, but even to the extent of grassroots level healthcare facilities like the taluk hospitals or the clinics or the ESI hospitals. All of them are going to now be upgrading, expanding, and trying to give all that modern facilities that one can give. Because irrespective of economic background, we finally would end up here. In that situation, I think there is going to be a major revolution in the healthcare infrastructure, say, to say. Not even the healthcare facilities, but even the public facilities, for example, public toilets, are going to be seen with a different perspective, because very stingy and very cramped or congested spaces for a public toilet is not going to be the solution for the future anymore. So we will look at social distancing protocols and people to people facility distances, so that there will be more space per person, there will be more square feet per person. It will be airy and well lit for they've always been saying that don't use air conditioners during these times. Keep your rooms well naturally ventilated and day lit. So the same will also apply for all these public facilities. So I hope from now on, the public facilities, when being designed, is not going to be tucked into a dark corner of the whole facility, but it's going to be given equal importance as any other space, as we would any other space. So the public sector is also going to take a leap, and I'm glad that being in Kerala, we have a much improved scenario than the others compared to the other states. But still, I think we have a lot of steps to go ahead. And then coming to even these approaching design in a manner of, say, we might have taken some lessons from, say, college times, or from well-experienced mentors of ours, that the kind of spiritual and experiential quality that architecture spaces can impart to people. We've probably heard about it a lot. We've probably listened to a lot of our mentors and a lot of our very senior architects and all speak to us about it. We've probably tried to bring it about in our designs in many ways. But it's very easy to lose the direction of all that into our commercial viability aspect of doing a practice. At the same time, the client's extravagant dreams of having, very showcased sort of spaces. So these kind of basic needs of people, basic fulfillment that a person requires in life, these kind of things are going to be the thrust today onwards. So probably in a new design meeting we'll have in the future, when we enhance our conversations with the clients, bringing these points into focus, they probably might agree with us from now on. So there is that change in perspective going to happen in many walks of life with all kinds of people, not just architects, but even in the relief camps that is being set up during floods, and even during the corona times, all the people who are working right now, they've also been trying, they probably are also working in said public facilities and said government schools and other places. So they probably also are having the time at hand to really evaluate the current situation, and understand the differences and understand the needs that needs to change from now on. So just like any of us would be sitting at home and thinking, oh, it would have been good if I had a window over here, because I'm sitting and working every day here. So it will be nice to have a window here to look out occasionally, because I'm quarantined within my house all day. So such changes in perspective, that's a very rudimentary form of it to say. The bigger picture is out there, and we all are aware of it, and how we act towards it is the only question. So I hope we all be aware of it and do not really forget the lessons we've learned these days, and we take it into our designs, and we take it into the conversations that we build, not just with our clients, but with builders, with vendors, with contractors, with laborers on site, even the importance of these facilities and situations. And I hope tomorrow the new normal will definitely be a level up from the previous version of ourselves. So all of us will be probably waking up to a 2.0 self of selves. So let's hope to that, and hope all are being safe and at home.